What's up, everybody? Alright, so it's been a long time since I've actually done a review. It's been almost about a year, actually. So I've decided to get back into the review game, doing some reviews for Maple Leaf Vapes and some of the products they sell, some of the juices they do. So yeah, what I've got today is actually the IPV3 150 watt box mod. And the reason why it's not in the box is because I've actually been using it. It's been a pretty cool device. I've got some pros and I've got some cons about this thing. Um, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know about the cons, but I'm going to go over them anyway. And yeah, we'll see how she's going. So let's check her out. All right, and we're back after my awesome, amazing intro video that I made myself. So, screw templates, screw templates. I'll just make it myself. So yeah, so the IPv3, we got her here. She's a beautiful vape, and we got a Kanger sub tank running on it, full size, 6 mil Kanger tank. Gotta love that. Lots of juice. So yeah, so what we got in the box here? We've got one IPv3 device. Apparently, okay. We got one USB cable, and they give you this USB cable kind of like you don't own one already. Um, Everybody has one of these, but and it's got a USB port down there. Check that out. A little USB port, and it doesn't do jack shit for the device. You get to update the firmware through the USB. This is one of my biggest cons with this thing is that you actually have to take off the back. You have to unscrew. So it comes with a screwdriver, but it's in the box. So I am going to use my trusty Allen key that I have here anyways. So you have to go in and you have to manually remove the screws. And if you're like me, you fumble around a little bit with tiny screws. And you got to make sure they don't fall, because if you lose them, you're screwed and you pretty much can no longer use your device anymore. So you got to unscrew the screws. And there we go. And then you get to take off the back, and there are your batteries. Now they give you two of them, so your battery life should last a little bit longer. But there you go. You got two of them. You can take them out and you can change them, but you cannot charge them within the device, which I find is a huge con. You know, if you're going to do something like that, do like the Sigelli and have a magnet back. This thing already came with magnets. Now, I don't like the Sigelli for my own personal reasons. It's a little bit too square and digs into my hands a lot. And I really wish they could have just, made this like that and put the magnets from here and there. But luckily enough, there are magnet kits you can go out and buy, and you can upgrade your own IPv3 if you so choose. So let's get the screws back in here. I'm pretty sure I'll just edit this out so that to save us time, so that you're not watching a 2-hour long Phil Visardo video. No hate on Phil, love that guy, but videos sometimes are a little bit long. But he goes very deep in depth, and I am not as detailed and in depth. He'll actually tell you what this is made of. I say it's metal. It's a metal mod, so it's not, you're not buying cheap plastic. It's made out of metal. I just don't know what kind. So here, we'll chuck that out. I don't care. So yeah, okay. So you got your mod, and right now I've got the Kanger sub tank on it. It's running 22 watts, and let's see how she vapes. Not bad. Now I'm a mouth hitter. I'm not a lung hitter, but I can lung hit. And let me see here. Let's get her on full airflow. You got variable airflow, and I don't know why Kanger included this. You can have no airflow at all, which is completely useless in my book. So if you got her full open, you can chuck some good clouds. Yeah, I actually got a dry hit there. Good times. And Kanger tanks leak a little bit, so it's one thing I'm not a fan of. But it seems to be the only tank that I can use out of the sub tanks. I don't like the Atlantis. I'm not a fan of the Delta. I went out and bought a Delta. I don't know. I bought the Delta and it just did absolutely nothing for me. So I like to keep this on a one airflow. Maybe that's why it's leaking. I don't know. But, you know, we got that going on. So yeah, so it's a nice device. Another thing they messed up big time on is they actually included the touch sensor. And to me, that is a complete, like, if you're going to have the touch sensor, at least make it work. It worked on the IPv2. I've got an IPv2, and the touch sensor works, no problem. But they were like, no, we're just going to disconnect it for the 3. We'll still leave it there, but we're going to disconnect it so that, you know, people don't even have the option to use it. So that's another gripe. That's another con for this thing. At 150 bucks, you should have a device that fully works, that is easily able to charge. They even included a charger here, a different kind of charger. So it's kind of like they were like, I don't know how we want to charge this. We'll give them an option. You know, they can charge it through the USB port like every other device, or they can charge it through this. I don't know. It kind of looks like a plug that my Dustbuster uses. You know, they could plug it through there. But once you upgrade the firmware, this charger doesn't work anymore. So I don't even know if it ever did because I haven't actually tried it. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but it feels great. This is a great looking mod. It feels great. The buttons are nice and clicky. You know, you can switch quickly through your modes here. You can go through, you know, where are we at now? 50 watts. I'll go up to 100. Then I'll go up to 150, and then go back to 10 and 20, 22, which is what I had it set at. So, you know, it quickly memorizes your thing, but that just goes when you push the top button. So in order to actually change your wattages, you know, if you want to do a non-preset one, you have to hold the bottom one down and change it first, and then you can go up and down. So yeah, makes it a little bit non-user friendly. I like it at 22. But she kicks out some good vapes. So let's take the tank off and take a look at the center pin. The center pin is nice. It's easily adjustable. It's not a floating pin, but it is easily adjustable. I mean, you can take a little screwdriver there and adjust it. And, you know, I don't know how many tanks you're going through a day, but, you know, usually you fit one, you fit them all. So they're not making crazy adjustments to the center pin of your tank. So, you know, that's a plus. So, you know, just a quick rundown. I don't like the back that you have to, you know, unscrew that every time you want to change your batteries. I do not like the fact that they have multiple charging ports that don't fucking work. It's got nice battery ventilation on the bottom. I give them that. It's good. I like the fact that it takes 2 batteries. You know, so the cons 50-50. The pros and cons are 50-50. You know, it's a really nice working device. Am I going to use it every day? Probably not. Right now, I've been using my CloudPort T8, which again is another one. Bang, magnets, double battery, nice fat display. But you know, and now that the IPv4 is out, yeah, I'm that far into the game, you know, doing this review, that there's actually the next version coming out, and I hope to be getting that review to you guys pretty quick. You know, if you're gonna win, or if you're gonna, you know, get this for cheap, do it up. 150 bucks, probably not a good idea. So yeah, so look out for contests and waffles or raffles or whatever the hell you want to call them. I'll be honest, I call them waffles because that's what the vaping community seems to have adopted. So I run my own waffle page, as probably most of you know, and yeah, we do IPv3s all the time. So if you want to get your hands on this mod, enter it there, and you might be able to win for one for 10 to 20 bucks, or you could be like someone else who won it for $150 anyways. But that's a story for another day.